I would say our highest purpose and like our major goal in starting our companies was when we were young, it was never an option to have cannabis be a career or something that you could share with some of the people in your family if you're more conservative, things like that. And so as an activist early on, it was really important to me to change the dialogue about cannabis. And then from there, becoming an entrepreneur, I really wanted to have a career in cannabis. I didn't want this to be, I wanted to be something I can do forever for my whole life because like we love the plant. And in building our companies, we were always trying to navigate how do you make these companies and these jobs sustainable so then that way like people can, be a part of this long ride with you. And so we've done that through multiple different ways. We've expanded throughout the supply chain. We were the first company to go public on the American Stock Exchange. And when we did that, we allocated stock to all of our staff because we wanted everybody to participate in that. And lessons were learned there. And that's kind of what we're doing is like, we're just trying to figure out, again, how to just have the most sustainable path forward for our companies and the people who are there. And we're super proud to have had a lot of our staff be with us and move with us through multiple different companies for, 6, 7, 8, 9 years now. But as far as like the overarching major goal is cannabis is a healing plant. With all the civil unrest, I could not imagine going through this year without cannabis or having steady access to cannabis. It has been my saving. It saved me mentally, it saved me emotionally, it saved my marriage, it saved me as a mother. And I think the more we have it be accessible to everybody else, other people can find healing in plant medicine. Our sights are set on, expanding and being able to build these types of industries in countries that are just now starting to understand the benefits. I really try to have my staff be a part of the solutions. So I ask them first, like, how would you fix this? What do you think? And hear and download as much from them as possible. And then kind of work with every single one to be like, well, what about this? Well, what about that? And then from there, just really trying to mold a solution with them. Because I find if I come up with a solution on my own, I'm like, okay, this is the way it's going to go. I have a hard time having my staff adopt it because they don't understand why I did it or how that came up. And they might have a better or different idea. So as much as we can work together and really kind of like have it be a true team huddle for all the problems that can arise, it tends to be easier to actually implement the solutions that we come up with. Especially in the retail side, we spend so much of our time and our days working with each other and being around each other. And effectively, your work family is that an extension of your real family. The one thing that I've learned throughout 2020 is leadership and how to basically realize that for my staff that I work for them and not the other way around, and checking in with them and asking them how I can serve them. And I would say that any problems that they have is really a symptom of my leadership. And if I have an expectation that they're not meeting, it's a really reflection on me and how I'm communicating with them. And so just really trying to be more of a support for them on the day-to-day.